Hello everyone. So today in this lecture, let's start with UNESCO's list of tangible World Heritage Sites in India. So UNESCO produced two lists, one is tangible and one is intangible. Tangible means we know it, tangible means that can be touched, and intangible means that cannot be touched. So let's first study about the tangible World Heritage Sites in India. The nominated sites must be of outstanding universal value and should meet at least one of the 10 mentioned criteria. So, for any sites to be of UNESCO World Heritage Site, it must meet one of these 10 criteria. So, these are the criteria like represents a masterpiece of human creative genius. It must be a masterpiece. Exhibits an important interchange of human values over a span of time or within a cultural area of the world. On the developments in architecture or technology, monument art, town planning, or landscape design. And the next is bears a unique or exceptional testimony to a cultural tradition or to a civilization which is living or which has disappeared. Also, it is an outstanding example of type of building, architectural or technological ensemble or landscape. So it's outstanding example of traditional human settlements, land use or sea use, which is representative of culture or human interactions. Is directly or tangibly associated with events or living traditions. Contains superlative natural phenomena or areas of exceptional natural beauty and aesthetic importance. Is an outstanding example representing major stages of Earth's history. Is an outstanding example representing significance on ongoing ecological and biological processes in the evolution. So this comes under natural sites. Contains the most important and significant natural habitats for in situ conservation of biological diversity, including those containing threatened species of outstanding universal values from the point of view of science or conservation. So these criteria are not that important to keep in mind, but you should know they might sometimes set equations like which of the following does not fall in the criteria. So if you give a brief overview or just look over these criteria, then you will be able to differentiate out which is not one of the following. So you give a read to these criteria. Now let's come to the UNESCO World Heritage Sites in India. There are two types of UNESCO World Heritage Sites. One is cultural sites and one is natural sites. Now let's first study the cultural heritage. The first site is 1983 Ajanta Caves, that is in Maharashtra. Then we have Ellora, Taj Mahal, Agra Fort, Sun Temple, Konark, group of monuments in Mahabalipuram. These are the Pancharatha Temple, Mahabalipuram. These are basically Pallavas. Then we have churches and covens of Goa, Khajuraho group of monuments. This we have studied in temple architecture. Similarly, we have Elephant Caves in Maharashtra. These are another caves. Then we have Great Chola Temple, Brihadeshwara Temple. This was built by Raja Chola. Then we have Buddhist monuments at Sanchi, Madhya Pradesh. This is the Sanchi Stupa, Ashokan Pillars, Shunga Pillar, Siri Satakarani, etc. Then we have Humayun's tomb in Delhi. We have Qutub Minar. We have Darjeeling Himalayan Railway. Then we have Chhatrapati Shivaji Terminus of Victoria's Terminus, Mumbai. Then we have Nilgiri Mountain Railways, Red Fort Complex. This is Kalka Shimla Railway. This earlier one was toy train. This Darjeeling Himalayan Railway is toy train. Then we have Jantar Mantar Jaipur, Six Hills of Rajasthan, Chittorgarh, Ranthambore, Jaisalmer, Kumbhalgarh, Amber, Gargaon, Jaisalmer. Sorry, this is repeated again. The Six Hills. Then we have Rani Ki Vav in Gujarat, architectural work of Le Corbusier, archaeological sites of Nalanda, Mahavira. This is 2017 latest historic sites of Ahmedabad. And 2018 we have Victorian Art Deco ensembles of Mumbai. 2018, this is the latest one. Now the next natural sites are Manas Wildlife Sanctuary. First to get is from Assam. Kaziranga National Park, again Assam. Then we have Keoladio National Park, Bharatpur, Rajasthan. Sundarban National Park, West Bengal. Nanda Devi National Park and Valley of Flower, Uttarakhand. Western Ghats, different hill ranges, Agastamalai, Periyar, Annamalai, Nilgiri, Talakaveri, Kudermukh, and Saidri. Great Himalayan National Park, Himachal Pradesh. And the last is Kanchenjunga National Park, Sikkim, 2016. It's a mixed site. So these were the tangible UNESCO World Heritage Sites, both natural and cultural. Now let's move on to UNESCO list of intangible heritage. Now what is intangible? Intangible means that cannot be touched. It can be just feel or seen. The term of cultural heritage has changed considerably in recent decades, partially owing to its instrument developed by UNESCO. Now, cultural heritage does not end at monuments. Earlier we have seen monuments and then we have historical places. Now it's not only just related to monuments or collection of objects. It also includes traditions of living expressions. Now, it includes traditions of living expressions inherited from our ancestors and passed on to our descendants. So, now living traditions will also come as UNESCO intangible sites, such as oral traditions, performing arts, social practices, rituals, festivals, event, knowledge, and practices concerning nature and universe of the knowledge and skills to produce traditional crafts. Now, UNESCO established a list of intangible cultural heritage with the aim of ensuring the better protection of important intangible cultural heritage worldwide and to create awareness of their significance through a compendium of different oral and intangible treasures of human worldwide. So let's see what are these. These are intangible cultural heritage means a practice, representation, expressions, knowledge, skills, as well as instruments, objects, artifacts associated with the communities, groups, and in some cases individuals recognized as a part of their cultural heritage. So to remember these things, these are now intangible cultural heritage will include expressions like knowledges, skills, instruments, so on. Representative list of the intangible cultural heritage of humanity. This is list in India's, okay? We have so many lists outside India also. Now first is Kudiyattam. Kudiyattam is a Sanskrit theatre in Kerala. It's a drama conducted by the Chayakar. It's a subcaste among the Hindus only. What I would say that you just give a read about this in the PDF associated with the lecture. I'll be just giving out the headlines. Next is Ramlila. Ramlila included in 2008. It is a popular folk theatre in the region of Uttar Pradesh. So even like it can be resemble like Bhauna in Assam, but Bhauna is not an intangible cultural heritage yet. Let's hope that we get it soon. The next is tradition in Vedic chanting, including in 2008. It's an oral tradition of Vedic consists of several pathas, recitations, like Vedic. Why do Brahmins are uh, considered for Vedic chanting? Because it is believed that if you chant the Vedas and if you are not correct about it, then nothing will happen. So, in order to get the value, or you can say get the results from the traditions, or you can say the practices, the Vedic chanting must be precise and correct. So that's why this oral tradition of Vedic Vedas consists of several recitations. This is unique features. That's why it is also an intangible cultural heritage. Next is Ramam. It is a ritual theatre of Garhwal region. It's like in Uttarakhand. Then we have Mudiyettu. It's again from Kerala. It's again ritual theatre of Kerala. Here goddess Kali and Damandarika mythological characters are shown. Then next we have Kalbelia. It is a dance form of Rajasthan. It resembles that of a serpent. These are the key words UPSC might ask you, which dance form resembles the form of a serpent, and it will be Kalbelia. And it is also an intangible heritage site. Intangible heritage culture, not site. Sorry. Next is Chow. Chow included in 2008, 2010 is a tribal martial art dance performed mainly in the states of Orissa, Jharkhand, and West Bengal. So Chao is divided into three states: Odisha, Jharkhand, and West Bengal. First is Purulia Chao, which is West Bengal. Then we have Sarikela Chao, it's Jharkhand, and Mayurbhanj Chao in Odisha. You have to remember the names of each state and their respective names. It's a dance form using mask worn by the dancers. Then we have Buddhist chanting of Ladakh, included in 2012. Then we have Sankirtana, included in 2013. It is from the Manipur. This is the art is performed to mark religious occasions and various stages in the life of Manipur-based rites. The next we have traditional brass and copper crafts of utensil making among the Theteras of Jandelia Guru in Punjab, included in 2014. So these are the copper crafts maker, utensil makers. Its practice performed in among the Thatera community in Punjab. It was patronized first by and terrorized by Maharaj Ranjit Singh. I hope you remember him in modern history. Next, we have Nowruz, included in 2006, indicates the beginning of the new year for the Parsis, and it also celebrated as a spring festival for the Kashmiri community. Then we have Yoga. Everyone knows yoga today. It consists of a series of poses, meditation, controlled breathing, word chanting, and other techniques to help person build self-realization. Traditionally, it was transmitted through Guru Shishya Parampara. And the last, Kumbh Mela. I don't think it's 2019. It's I think 2018 or 17. Okay, you just give a check about which year it is. One of the largest congregation of human on earth, Kumbh Mela is celebrated 4 times over a course of 12 years. That means after every 3 years, Kumbh Mela is celebrated. It is the geographical location of Kumbh Mela spans for 4 locations. These are Haridwar, Ujjain, Nashik, Prayagraj. Prayagraj it was Allahabad usually or initially. Now that's it. We have come to an end of intangible heritage cultural sites and tangible heritage cultural sites. So what we must do now is remember them. That is your duty to study. So I will give this PDF also associated with the video. So just go to the PDF and try to remember them. Thank you.